Hello, welcome to OnPrintShop. Today we will see the remaining portion of Designer Studio. In the first video, we have already seen the best features of HTML5 Designer Studio. Now, in this video, we will see the admin features, how the admin or the printer can set the configuration for HTML5 Designer Studio. Now, there are two different things. Number one is you can set the settings store configuration wise or the Designer Studio wise, as well as the product wise particularly. Now first option is store configuration settings, second one is distinguish product wise settings. As I said, that you can set the Designer Studio settings as per the product. The third one important feature we have in is the language text reference, specifically designed for this Designer Studio. So you can set the language as per your wish for the Designer Studio. The third option we have is product specific look and feel Designer Studio theme. That is the three default themes we have given: the basic, dark, and the default one. The other option that we have in is personalized color palette. You can have your own color palette for the particular product, and that can be visualized on the front store. Ability to upload the authentic fonts. Please remember that you can upload your own fonts from your side, but we recommend that that should be authentic, not copyright. That should not be any copyright issues along with the fonts. And you can upload those fonts the number you want. It is unlimited upload. Now the product wise page layout creation on the templates. We have created another additional options related in the template that will help you to create the product wise page layout. Now let us see one by one all these options. From here, let me go on to the Designer Studio, and the first option we have seen is that store configuration settings. Now here in the store configuration settings, you can set the general settings. We will not go each and every here. We'll just go few of the important ones, so you can manage the rest of the options at your end, right? So here, for Designer Studio, let me select on the general, and the first one is okay. You can add enable new text button over, enable upload new image button over here if it is on or off, and limit of the alignment of the text. You can set the safe margin, cut margin, and all. Font size interval you can set. Let me show you this property. If I go on to the product in the Designer Studio, let me take the simple example of standard business card custom design, and I'll be opening a blank over here, and if I click on here the text button and the font properties that we are seeing here is that interval 8 starting from 812 to 16, and that means you can have these properties over here. These properties you can set. So this is the store configuration setting. For example, if for every option, right, for every product, same way you can set the vertical start position of the pixel percentage wise on the Designer Studio. That means starting from here, it is starting from top to top side and left side. So this is vertical setting 40% and 5% from the left side. The option Designer preview is right now PDF. When you go in here, this is the preview of PDF. You can set this as the JPG as well from here if you want your customers to allow that. Now the color settings that you have settings over here is this one. You can change as per your desire, right? So the first color code of the cut margin, it is this one. So you can set the different color code if you want. Now these are all different settings that you can set for your Designer Studio. That is the complete for your each and every product. Now let me go on to the top panel. This one is little bit important, and here you go in the first option is pan button. Now pan button position from here is on, it will be displayed on the front side, like right now it is on the left side. Now what is pan? Pan is over here, it is displayed on this side. So you can change the position from here if you want to make it center, and starting button is number 1, you can make it as number 3 or 4. You can save and go in here and refresh the page. So now this pan button can be changed with the position. Now it is here number 1, 2 and 3, so it is displayed over here. Now if you click on pan and you can move this, this is the use of pan, as we have already seen this in different settings. Okay. Now second, the other option, on the same way you can get all these buttons set from top panel. This is the top panel button setting. The same way I have shown you how to set the pan button, same way you can set all the other buttons of the top panel. Now it applies same as the left panel button. Left panel button means we are talking about this portion. The same way you can set. Now the elements, select the elements. Here you have width of the text element. Now width of the text element means here if you go and click on text, this is the width, it is in pixels, it is only 50 pixels. That means the text is not going this way, it is dropping down. So if you increase this width to 150 and click on save, go on to the front store and refresh the page. So now if you click on text button, it will, the size or the width of the text is increased. So same way you can set the rest of the elements for color, opacity, rotation, size. These are all simple settings you can set for your store configuration. I have just shown you one example, and same way you can set the font, default font. When you click on here, the default font is Arial. You can set the different default font as well as the size of the font, opacity of the font. So all these are simple settings that you can set for your store configuration. This is configuration settings, and we are right now working on the complete store's configuration settings for the HTML5 Designer Studio. The canvas we are talking about, when it comes to canvas, the zoom option is increased from 10, 25 to, so when you click on zoom in, so that option will zoom that way based on the options or the percentage that you have mentioned here. The default zoom is 100%. So same way zoom out also works on the same option. And you go on to the image section, you can have these buttons displayed, enable sort number, and both these buttons will be displayed in this Designer Studio front store. We have not integrated any of those, so that's why it is not displaying, but if you have those, that can be displayed on the front store over here. Now let me move on to the second option called product wise settings. The same, it can be done same configuration settings, same product wise of settings. Few of the options could be here and there, few added, few eliminated. These are the settings would be specifically for a specific product. These settings would be for all your products, but these settings would be specific for specific products only. So if you open a standard business card, for example, and set the store configuration, Designer Studio, HTML5 Designer Studio settings, then it will be applicable only for product called standard business card. Okay, now let me move on to the option, and first one, I'll see the Designer Studio theme. Now Designer Studio theme is the main option over here for this particular product. Now let me see, this is the default theme, same as the other standard business card as the other products. I'll go back here and open these once again. So this is the simple theme. Right now if I am opening this product on the front store, it is opening in the default theme. If I change this theme from here, first of all I have to go with the product specific, and then I have to select the theme. I have selected the dark option for the theme, and I'll refresh the page. Now for this product, the theme is opening in dark. You see, all this top panel and the left panel became dark. The default, if you open the other product, then it will be different than this. The theme here will be different. So this is the default theme, and when you go for the standard business card, the theme is different, right? So you can set the theme settings, Designer Studio theme settings. Over here you can set the color corners, enable image quality check for the product is done from here. Product setup, product specific, yes, on, no. Default is the setting is yes for everything, and now you can set the product specific as well. Okay, so the next option I'll show is add new text button. Now add new text button, if I don't want this text button to be added over there, then I'll just put it off. That means the text button that is displaying over here will not be there, right? It will not show up. I will click on save and we'll move on to the front store and refresh. So for this product, standard business card, the text you are not allowing to enter for the customer. So this is just a simple example that for this product you can set the text settings. If you want to set the text settings for different, if you see the different product other than standard business card, the text settings is there. Okay, add new text button is there, but on for this product is not there. So these are the options or settings that you can do it for the particular product. These are all settings which is there. You can go through one by one. The same thing applies for the top panel and the left panel. Suppose if you don't want this span button, or you want to move the span button to some other area on the right hand side for this product, because you don't want this to be displayed over here, then you can set the settings particularly for this product. So these are all product wise settings. Now the pen button is moved over here on the right hand side. So these are called the product settings. It is nearly the same. The few options could be here and there. You can check those and can set the settings. Okay, so these are the simple and product wise settings. Okay. Now let me move on to the next option called left panel. The same thing applies for left panel also, and let me move on to the elements. Same way, default size you can set, width of the element, color text element, all these elements you can set the default settings as well as the product specific. If you set the product specific, it will be product specific. Canvas position is also the same, and image section is also the same based on store configuration, and same as the product settings. Now let move on to the next option called language text reference. Now language text reference, like if you go onto this product settings, if you don't want this zoom out text, then you want to change this zoom out text, that you can do it from here. Just search zoom, it is zoom out is here. Okay, studio left panel box, and it is studio top panel. So if you are willing to change from the studio top panel, you have to select this option and zoom out. Instead of zoom out, we say increase the size. You can click on here, go on to the front store, refresh. So you can change the, I'm sorry, this is not on that. This one would be is increase the size. I made a mistake. I think I have not saved it. Okay. So this would be the zoom out. Mhm. Zoom out is not coming up, so we'll cut that. Okay. So here you can change the language of the Designer Studio inside. Let me open this one and open the custom design. So the language text reference works the same way as it is working for the language text reference of the admin panel and the Designer Studio. So, generating preview is there. Continue. You can change top panel tooltip. It is tooltip. It is tooltip. 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 Suppose if you want to change the guidelines headings, Studio Help Panel guidelines headings, headings. So this is increase the size. Okay, increase the size. We have increased the size of this tooltip. So this is the tooltip that we have increased. You can go and zoom out. You can see this increased size of the tooltip. When you hover your mouse, the increased size is displaying as a tooltip. So we have changed the settings as increased size of the tooltip. Now I'll keep that again, keep that out again, and we'll make it zoom out again. Okay, the same way you can decrease you can change the language text reference of all the text. Now the color palette, here on the Designer Studio we have opted to give you more color palettes from your own if you are willing to have those color palettes. This would be product specific. You can select the color palette for a product. You can add the color palettes from here. Let me move on and add one. Click on here. Color palette means sample. You can select the hexacode or the CMS. Select the number of colors that you want to add. Let me select the 10. You have to click on which color you want over this color palette, right? You can select the codes. 10 codes that are displaying over here, you can select those. The blue one, the hexacode, so you can move on and select. So these are the 10 codes that I am selecting, and the gray one. Okay, so these are the 10 codes that I have selected for my color palettes, and now I will save it. So this is the sample code and it is CMYK 10 code. Now I'll use this for a particular product. I'll go in here, click on here, select a product, for example standard business card, and I'll click on action, add it, and from here when you have an option to select the color palette, you can have this type of color palette selection. It will be displayed over here. So when you click on save this, and this will be this color palette open in the Designer Studio when this product is opened by the customer in the Designer Studio. So this color palette will be there. So here you saw that how to set the color palette. Now the next option that we have is the personalized color palette. We have seen ability to upload your own authentic fonts. Now here we'll go in the option called the Designer Studio here, and you can upload the images from here, and you can upload the fonts. Now let me first move on to the fonts. Now font you have to add from here. Please remember you have to add all the type fonts, because if you don't add all the type font for a single font, then it will not work for different devices. For example, you have uploaded this font, right, TTF font, then it is used for desktops, this is used for other device, this is used for mobile, ETF, SVG. So these are fonts, same font used for different device. So you have to upload all the font from here, select the type of the font that you want to upload, and enter the file name in the image to be displayed. Same way you have to use italic font if you have italic font family. If you have italic plus bold family, then you have to upload this as well. And after that uploading all the font, click on save and back, and then you have to click on publish for designer. Please don't forget to click on publish for designer, otherwise it will not upload. I am not uploading any of the fonts here, but you have to click on publish for designer, and the fonts that you have uploaded will be displayed over here in the client formats. Again, I would repeat that please you have the authentic fonts uploaded, otherwise if the license issue comes in, then it would be the printer who will be responsible for this authentic issue or the licensing issue. Okay, so let me move on. Page wise layout creation. The last option is page wise layout creation. Now you have a product in which, for example, you have two pages. Now let me move on to say business card, which has two pages, okay, front and back. This one, this product is having two pages, for example. Now here what you can create, you can create a template. Click on add template, select the product. For the product who is having multiple page, now you are creating a layout. Now I'll explain what it means. Now this is testing product. Now here you have to use the template layout. This option is new, specially designed for layouts. You have to use this template layout, and from then you have to select the page, on which page you want to have it. Let me select for the back. Okay, now this layout will be applicable on back page. Click on save. Now you will be designing a layout in the Designer Studio for your back page of this designing symbol. Please don't go on my designing style. I'm not very good at designs. So this is just a simple layout I'm creating. Okay, this is just a rough example, so please bear with me and my design. Okay, so I have just created this layout. I'll just fill in some colors in it so it looks nice. Okay, I'll click on save. This layout is saved and I'll click on back now. So we have created one template in the admin, and then now this, suppose if this product is open in the front store. Suppose this product is open in the front store, and then the customer will have an option to select the layout of a back page as well as the front page from the template section. Here this product is open, X business card, go to templates, click on templates, and you will have the layout. I have to use the templates. Okay, I have selected the wrong product, business card for X graphics. This is the product. Open this product, the custom design, click on templates, click on templates, and you have the layouts. For back, this is the layout, and if I click on front, I have the other layout. This is the layout for front, and if I click on back from here, this is the layout for back. Click on OK, and it is there. So this kind of layout you need you to create to help your customers to design different templates, different layouts for different page. If you have 12 page, you can have different layouts for different pages. So this is the this is the Designer Studio that we have covered nearly each and every point in this video. If you have any queries or concerns, then please do let us know, and hope you enjoy this revolutionary HTML5 Designer Studio that we have created for you. Hope you enjoy. Happy business. Thank you. Have a nice time. Bye bye.